Win viba silale ma win viba silale ma win viba silale ma win.
My childhood was truly like no other. Born in Africa, I was privileged to nature's greatest playground, wide open spaces, wilderness, and great adventures around every corner. I couldn't imagine then that I could call any place other than Africa my home. My mother, Shay Knoble, and father, Steve Geach, met and fell in love at Teachers College in 1977. Rhodesia, as it was called then, was well into the war over the country's independence. As the story goes, my mother feared terribly for the spirit and morale of her sweetheart and proposed to him by telegraph during his military call-up, much to the amusement of the officers screening the incoming mail. Nonetheless, they were married in 1980, not long before the people of Rhodesia elected a new Prime Minister. Rhodesia became Zimbabwe, an event that started to change the quality and course of so many lives in Zimbabwe, black and white alike. For a long while life continued as though nothing had ever happened. My parents started their happy family and founded a school with many of their college friends. Their children would soon become my very closest friends. My parents built a lovely home on an idyllic spot just outside of our small town. Many birthday parties, brides, and fun times were had here. Along the way we were introduced to our maid and extended family member, Diana, and her brother who lived with us on the property. My sister Taryn and I went to a fantastic little farming school situated on the outskirts of a game park. I spent the next 7 years of my life creating havoc, as my mother likes to call it, throughout my school days. Some of my fondest memories and oldest friendships were made here. My younger sister Alana was born. She was a bundle of fun, and we couldn't be happier with our little family of 5. My parents, on their meagre teacher salaries, always ensured that we went on family holidays. We made an annual 2-day trip to South Africa just to enjoy the sandy beaches. It was always such an exciting journey. The next 7 years seemed like 7 minutes, and it wasn't until just before my 18th birthday when the situation in Zimbabwe became too desperate to ignore. Law and order had deteriorated beyond control, and basic commodities like petrol became scarcer by the day. Concerned for the safety and future of their family, my parents found themselves faced with one of the most difficult decisions in their lives. In 3 months we had selected only our most important possessions to tightly packed into a 30-foot container. The hardest thing of all was saying goodbye to our family and friends. It was heartbreaking. We made the long journey to New Zealand and struggled for quite some time to adjust to our new lives. 7 years on, I am so grateful to my newly acquired Kiwi friends and my wonderful Kiwi partner who have looked after me so well.
The world is full of strange behavior. Every man has to be his own savior. I know I can make it on my own if I try, but I'm searching for...
Most of all, I am grateful to my parents for the huge sacrifice they made for their family. I love my new life in New Zealand, and I'm proud to call it home. Africa will always be a part of me, and I hope to one day tell my own children the story of how they came to be here, and how they too have a little bit of Africa in their blood.